2024, 2025. During that period, America is going to be going through a very serious time of shaking, and then Donald Trump will come back. Trust me, Donald Trump will come back. Donald Trump will come back. But let me not go there. You see, so this is a season to draw close to God, close to genuine prophet of God, to know what is to come. I said it last time and I'm saying it again. Banks are going to fail soon. Don't put your money in the banks. It's going to fail. Put your money in lands. Meanwhile, I think 2 days ago I had a dream, and it's like a prophetic dream. And this prophetic dream, I saw Bitcoin fell to $12,000, and it fell to $12,000. And then I think in this dream, I was like, wow, this has fallen. Let's buy because it's going to rise. It now fell to 8,000. I think 9,000, around that place, from, if memory serves me right, from this vision I saw. So it fell there, and it was really big news out there, Everybody was panicking and the rest. And then from there, it stayed there for some time, and then it began to peak. But it began to peak with the rising of XRP. You're going to remember this recording, this very casual recording I'm making now, casually here. You're going to remember them. Remember, what is coming for the future is going to be, the emphasis is going to be cryptocurrency, hunger, and accommodation problem. It's going to be massive. Meanwhile, are we together? What is going to be coming for the world in its coming future? The world's population. You see, pray. Why God will bless you? God told me He's going to bless us that we have enough money to build safe houses. Listen, don't just depend on your country alone and say, okay, I'm going to have my house here. Please. I don't want to scare you, but there is something coming for the future. Banks are going to fail. Cryptocurrency will blow because there's going to be a shift. Why there's going to be a shift to cryptocurrency is because Satan also needs it. But here's the intelligence that God is giving us Christians. The wealth of the heathen and the Gentiles is going to be moved to us because we are going to be waiting for them there. Once that boom comes, we are going to move. Then use this money to buy lands, build underground bunkers, save houses. Something is coming in the very distant future that is going to cause a very massive destruction on earth. The world population is going to reduce greatly. Greatly. Are we together? The world population is going to reduce very, very massively. Not too long from now. One of the things that is going to really, really set the world on edge and deal with the world is going to be, I don't know, for lack of the better word to use, is going to be solar flare. See, I prophesied about the vision I saw where rivers were drying. And a lot of people wrote to me and said, it's impossible. And I told them, I said, water scarcity is coming. This was last year. And people wrote to me when I was talking about the prophecies for this year that God showed me. People wrote to me and told me that it's impossible, but this year you see on the news, water scarcity, lakes are drying, water scarcity, drought. These are exactly the things we prophesy. I don't have a very large platform. I wish more people could hear these things we're saying. But at the end of the day, in this world where there are many people who prophesy and everything, only very few people can say these things I'm saying. If you're a Christian there, And you're asking, okay, apostle, as a prophet, what should I put my money in? Don't put your money in the bank. Put your money in lands. Your lands are going to be, I know lands are appreciable. Oh yeah, there's land, it's not a prophecy. Land grows, land grows. I don't know, but as I saw. Number two, invest in agriculture. Even if you're abroad, I tell you the truth and I lie not. Get people who will have lands for you in Africa. Let them farm. So what I'm saying sounds stupid. If you're abroad, get people, say, okay, apostle, get land. If you have cousins, if you have a church, if you get lands, let people just be farming. Farming goods for you, farming this thing that sounds very strange now. You will remember the words of this prophet when the time comes. Let me tell you a proverb. The greatest Saitama, those coins are going to be. I spoke about Saitama, to my crypto people. I told you about Saitama. Saitama is going to be. Why most of these coins are down now is because of the global market. But I'm telling you what is going to be the biggest project in cryptocurrency that's going to really shift cryptocurrency. I prophesied this thing 4 years ago, 2 years ago, last year and this year. It's going to be Ripple. It's going to be Raven. I can tell you five. Not all, the normal shit coin. I can tell you 5 coins that I've seen the future and are going to be very big. 5. Raven, Ripple. There's a coin called Quant. It's Quant coin. Quant coin. I heard expressly for that coin. Quant. It's called Quant. When I saw the vision for that coin, the coin was selling as of that time for $23 or something per coin. And I gave process to my boss. I said, look, this was going to happen. Within the space of how many months, the coin became big and it rose to, I think, $300, if not because the market crashed. It rose to about $300 or something, and that's what it was. It's weird because you don't get prophets who come. Trust me, I have many prophets who will tell me, Apostle, I appreciate the fact that you're coming out to say this thing, because there's this stereotype about people that a prophet is only good for religion. He cannot tell you anything that is life applicable. He's only good for religion. Meanwhile, in the Bible, we saw prophets who were involved in politics, prophets who helped the people economically. Prophets, there are many dimensions of the prophetic. The prophetic can heal, can raise the dead, can make rich. The prophetic can do anything. Don't despise the commandment to go and catch a fish, because sometimes your finances may be in the mouth of the fish. If I'm boring you guys, or you feel okay what I'm saying is not necessary, I'm going to end the broadcast. I won't compel you to listen to me. I'm saying this out of love, out of sincere, and that's why I'm calling the name out for you there, so that you can go out yourself. Don't follow research. Don't believe in, let me do my research. It's good to do your research, but you see, research doesn't hold power when it comes to the future. Are you following me? See, the drought will soon pass. This drought that came was a training. It will soon pass. For those who invested with us last year, it will soon pass. It was a training. It's a purging. It will soon pass. See, personally, with the things I keep seeing every day, sometimes I sit down and I say, God, I wish I could find someone who will give me such amount of money. And I'll tell the person, just give me 2 years or 1 year. See, foresight. But you see, the problem is the one who has visions has to meet the one who has resources. And the one who has resources has to meet the one who has visions for there to be progress. Do you understand me? As little as it may seem, there's going to be 3 agendas for the next 3 years in the world. This thing, see, the sign of this thing, around 20, you are going to see Elon Musk is going to be, when you see him on TV, having a court trial and he's sitting in court, and you remember this thing I'm saying, on that day, he's going to be wearing like a black leather jacket thing. Leather, I'm seeing like I'm watching that part of the video in the spirit. He was wearing a black leather jacket, a black inner, and he was sitting in court. And it was 4 major charges that was brought against him. When you see him in court on that day, you are going to remember the sayings of this prophet. There are 3 things the world is going to focus on. Cryptocurrency, the world is going to focus on, and famine, agriculture, the world is going to focus on land. You are going to see the great panic March into June. Great panic. There's going to be very strong panic in the economy. Then there's going to be war among nations. And the war, you are going to read it. Nations will begin to withdraw their embassies from countries.